From creepy alien abductions to psychological torture, these are the 10 most disturbing moments from DanDaDan that'll haunt your nightmares. And let's start with our number 10 most disturbing moment. The first time things get genuinely unsettling, it's Turbo Granny's curse reveal. When Okarun first gets possessed in that tunnel, you think it's just gonna be some typical ghost possession. But then Turbo Granny starts talking about stealing people's bananas and you realize this isn't your average spirit. The way she twists Okarun's face into this grotesque mask, with the long white hair and that creepy smile, is genuinely unnerving. But what makes it disturbing isn't the visual, it's realizing this ancient spirit has been doing this to people for decades, and Okarun's just the latest victim. Still, compared to what comes later, this is pretty tame. And that gets us to number 9, the Serpo alien design reveal. The first time you see these gray aliens up close, it hits different than typical sci-fi. These aren't your Hollywood aliens, they're genuinely unsettling with their oversized heads, black eyes, and the way they move. But what makes it disturbing is how they treat humans like cattle. They're not trying to communicate or conquer, they're harvesting. The clinical, emotionless way they examine Momo while she's helpless is pure nightmare fuel. It's that violation of autonomy that makes your skin crawl. So moving on to number 8, Gigi's evil eye possession transformation. When the evil eye first takes over Gigi, you watch this sweet innocent guy slowly turn into something sinister. His personality completely shifts, his expression becomes predatory, and he starts manipulating everyone around him. But the truly disturbing part is how gradual it is. You're watching Gigi disappear piece by piece while this malevolent spirit takes control. It's psychological horror at its finest, the fear of losing yourself completely. But here's where things get genuinely dark, because we reach number 7, the Flatwoods monster hunting sequence. This thing doesn't just attack, it stalks. The way it moves through the forest, the mechanical sounds it makes, and how it seems to enjoy terrorizing its victims is deeply unsettling. But what makes it truly disturbing is the implication that it's been doing this for years, picking off isolated victims who can't fight back. The helplessness of the characters when they first encounter it is pure terror. And that brings us to number 6, Acrobatic Silky's backstory revelation. You think you're getting your typical spirit fight, but then they reveal her tragic past. This woman lost her daughter, was driven to desperation, and died in complete anguish. But the disturbing part isn't just her death. It's how her grief and maternal instincts got twisted into the obsessive need to adopt other people's children. Watching her try to force Ira into this mother-daughter relationship while genuinely believing she's helping is heartbreaking and terrifying at the same time. So now we're at number 5, the Dover Demon Crab alien school invasion. The way this thing hunts students through the hallways is pure nightmare fuel. It's not just the design, though those crab legs and alien features are horrifying, it's the methodical way it tracks down victims. Students are hiding in classrooms trying to stay quiet, while this thing systematically searches for them. The sound design makes it worse. You can hear it skittering through the halls, getting closer and closer. It's like a slasher movie, but with cosmic horror. But then we get to number 4, and this is the giant worm's mind control ability. The power to hypnotize people into fatally harming themselves is genuinely one of the most terrifying abilities in any anime. You're watching characters pick up knives, walk toward cliffs, or prepare to hurt themselves while becoming completely aware but unable to stop. The psychological violation is incredible. Your mind isn't your own anymore. When you see Okarun and the others fighting against this mental influence, knowing that one moment of weakness means death, it's pure psychological torture. And that gets us to number 3, the Serpo amalgamation process. When the aliens start fusing different creatures together using those cables, it crosses into body horror territory. You're watching organic beings get forcibly merged into these grotesque hybrid monsters against their will. The Dover Demon, Nessie, and Serpo fusion is nightmare fuel. Multiple consciousnesses trapped in one twisted body, probably still aware what's happening to them. It's cosmic horror meets biological terror, and the implications are horrifying. But here's where things get absolutely disturbing, because we reach number 2, the Evil Eye's psychological manipulation tactics. This isn't just possession, it's systematic psychological warfare. The Evil Eye doesn't just take over Gigi's body, it studies everyone around him, learns their weaknesses, and then uses that knowledge to manipulate and hurt them. Watching it pretend to be Gigi while slowly poisoning his relationships and turning friends against each other is genuinely disturbing. It's emotional abuse disguised as supernatural horror, and the way it enjoys causing psychological pain makes it truly evil. Well, that brings us to our number 1 most disturbing moment, and this is the Turbo Granny Tunnel curse origin story. When you finally learn the full truth about what happened in that tunnel, it's absolutely horrifying. This isn't just some random ghost story. Turbo Granny was created from the collective trauma and rage of young women who were assaulted and murdered in that location. The tunnel became a supernatural wound that never healed, and Turbo Granny is the manifestation of their pain and desire for revenge. But what makes it truly disturbing is the implication that she's been cursing innocent people for decades, because she can't distinguish between victims and perpetrators anymore. Her trauma has turned her into the very thing that destroys lives, creating an endless cycle of suffering. The way the series presents this, showing her both as a terrifying antagonist and a tragic victim, is genuinely haunting. You realize that defeating her doesn't solve anything because the real horror is the systematic violence that created her in the first place. So those are the 10 most disturbing moments from DanDaDan that prove this series isn't just supernatural comedy, it's genuinely psychological horror disguised as a fun anime. Which of these moments kept you up at night? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and watch this video next.